Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram, Patita Pavana
श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्री देव प्रयाग की, गंगा मैया की, श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जी की, श्री नरसिंहदेव की, रामन देव की, श्री राम बैठक की, ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। Hare Krishna. So before I start, I wanted to check if this if it's too sunny, then we can go on that shade there. Is it okay? Because we may have 40 minutes class, it's too so much sunny. Is it okay for all of you? Or some of you can shift this side also. If it becomes too sunny, you can just come this side. Don't worry, I will not stare at you. Middle of the class, you can sit here. Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshush Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kankshana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripasindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So last couple of days we had the great fortune to be in a holy abode and continuously living on the very, very auspicious place. This place is also called Deva Bhumi. I know now, Uttarakhand is also called Deva Bhumi because so many pastimes have taken place. It is said even demigods come here to perform their austerities. A lot of rishis, great sages, they live here and perform austerities. Secluded from the worldly people. In the worldly people, in the outside world, all of you know we have mother, father, grandfather, uncles, aunties. You know, they're always busy in the worldly affairs, right? Morning few minutes of puja and then after that, you know, worldly affairs. So sages, they keep away from that. Those who get enlightened with the absolute knowledge, what is the purpose of the human life, they exclude them from the worldly life and they stay in like these places and perform their bhajan. You know, nowadays because of the technology, even that has become difficult. In fact, Prabhupada has made it very easy by preaching. You know, that is one saying, attack is the best defense. So Srila Prabhupada gave us the mission where we are attacking the conditioned souls with the books and the holy name before Maya can attack us. So wherever we are, no issues. That is the glories of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even the hearts of the materialists, that's what Srila Prabhupada said. Our temples are forts in the heart of Maya. ISKCON temples are forts in the heart of Maya. So we are very fortunate to be trained up in those forts to attack. But otherwise, now these places have also become difficult. I remember when I left Pune and went to Juhu, one devotee came to Pune. I heard this from one of my friends. He said that he was not happy with the lifestyle of the city temples. Everything modernized, laptops, phones, projectors. He said, no, sadhus are not supposed to be doing all this. So he went to Himalayas and he went into a cave. He went and associated with the sadhus who were living in the caves. and performing tapasya. But then he came back after a while and he told the story why he came back. He said now because of the technology it has become so difficult. He said he went into one of the caves and he was doing tapasya for a few days, couple of weeks he was there. And after a while he heard some noise coming, commercial ads. So went up, he said now, earlier at least for television you need a cable wire. But now there's a dish. So you can put anywhere in the hill also and you will get the cable connection. So even the hills it has become difficult now. So the process is only sense control by devotional service. That's the only hope, which is possible by simply chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So we are here at this beautiful place called Deva Prayag. It is said even Dasharath Maharaj had come and done austerity and meditation here for the deliverance of his forefathers. And it is said that there was one great devotee whose name was Dev Sharma, who lived here and who came and performed a lot of austerities here. And his austerity was so much pleasing and inspired that even the Devas they came appeared here. So it is said, it's mentioned in the Skanda Puran that this is one of the reasons by the Devas manifesting here and also this great devotee, Dev Sharma, who performed austerities here, this place became famous as Deva Prayag. Prayag, you know Prayagraj is the most auspicious place where we have Triveni Sangam in Prayag, in Uttar Pradesh. After that, the constellation of the rivers is called Sangam. The second most auspicious Sangam in the whole creation is this place. This is in one way the official birth or manifestation of Mother Ganga. Before this, the range from where Ganga is flowing is called Bhagirathi. The another range from another river is flowing, it's called Alakananda. So Alakananda and Bhagirath river, they both come and mix here, and from here Ganga is named officially as Ganga river. And you can see that when we go down, we will be taking bath there. So today we have this great fortune to be here in this place. And mind you, the temperature of the water is not like it was yesterday. Those who took bath yesterday knows. It's much more cooler than here, but much refreshing and purifying. So, we saw this beautiful temple of Lord Ramachandra. Beautiful deity. Very, very beautiful. 15, 16 feet deity. And I don't know if you have noticed, Mother Sita is also there, down. Mother Sita's deity is also there. So it is said that Lord Rama, that I said yesterday, Lord Rama and Lakshmana, after killing the great Brahmana, Ravana, they actually came to atone for killing a Brahman. And they resided there in Rishikesh. And later on, because this place was already famous, because Dasharath Maharaj had also performed penances here, so Lord Rama and Lakshmana, they came here. Supreme Personality of Lord Ramachandra, he lived here. And right now where we are sitting is also called the Baitak, or the sitting place of Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra used to sit here while residing here, and Lakshman used to do service to Lord Rama. Around more than 1,000 years ago, this temple was established, and the deity was established by Adi Shankaracharya. Beautiful deity. That is why it is also a Divya Desham. Wherever, whatever the great personalities do, general masses follow. Right? But that's not right. Whatever the Lord and His devotees do, that is what human beings are supposed to follow. A great personality is only a personality who follows in the footprints of the Lord's teachings. Only that is great personality. Someone who is a very rich guy by his karma is not rich. And then he gives an interview how he become rich is not richness. You have to understand it is based on karma. But this has become the biggest attraction in the social media today. You know, we don't need to be attracted. Our attraction is Bhagavatam. The personalities from Bhagavatam. The great devotees from the Bhagavatam. The Supreme Lord. So Lord Rama and Lakshmana came here and we follow. Wherever they went, we all follow them. So because they came here and performed these penances here, stayed here, so the great Vaishnavas, they came here, they followed, and they made it a Divya Desham. There are 108 Divya Desham. Out of that, 2 are in the spiritual world. 104 are here in the material world. And Ramanujacharya and his followers, they established these temples, 104. So many Vaishnavas from around the world, especially Sri Vaishnavas, they visit this places. So this temple was established by Shankaracharya. You have the deity of here. And even Narasimhadev temple. In fact, in the Bhagavatam, the section of Vamandev comes, wherein Lord Ramana delivers Bali Maharaj. And it is said that after delivering Bali Maharaj, Lord Vaman also comes here. He stays here and he performs his penances this year. Right behind this temple, there is on the left side, there are right and left stairs. If you go on the left side, little go ahead, there's a small room, temple kind. It's closed. It's locked. But there's a netted door. If you see from there, you can see the cave. How many of you went there now? You saw the cave? You can see the cave there. So, this is this beautiful place where Lord Rama came, lived here. Lakshmana did seva to Lord Ramchandra here. So, we have so much learning from Lord Rama. One of the most important things is how Lord Ramachandra took up various situations. Lord Rama is Maryada Purushottam. Maryada Purushottam. The ideal king, the ideal son, the ideal prince, the ideal husband. It is very easy to follow Lord Rama and become a devotee because he has set it so well for us. For Krishna, you will need very deep understanding of philosophy to understand Krishna. But if you approach through Lord Rama's process and chant the holy name, you will understand Krishna very easily. And for now, us, those who are born in the golden Kali Yuga, we don't have to do anything. We have to only take prasad and chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That is mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on all of us. Coming with devotees to this holy place is so much spiritual. So, we will discuss some pastimes. And over here only, there is a temple of Lord Bharat. Bharat ji ka mandir hai na? Yahan par? It's the brother of Lord Rama. Famous teachings even from that. It is said in Ramayana, we all know how Kaikai was influenced by the association of mantra. Isn't it? Mantra, when she heard that Rama is going to become the king, it was already announced. In fact, Lord Ramachandra asked his ministers that I'm getting old and I feel that Rama has become mature and qualified enough to relieve me from my responsibilities. But I leave it to all of you to decide about enthroning Rama. So all the ministers, the Ramayana mentions, their hairs stood up. Sumanta, Kuluguru, Vashishta, who were all sitting in the assembly, they were in total ecstasy and tears flowed from their eyes. Just remembering Lord Rama. Just remembering when he said that he has become qualified. They just reflected on qualification of Rama, his dealings, his extraordinary qualities, his behavior. It is said Lord Ramachandra used to respect his elders as if they are the supreme personality of God themselves. Such was his wonderful dealings. He would deal with his brothers as if he is their mother and father together in one form. That's how he used to give so much affection to his brothers. So all the ministers were so happy hearing Lord Rama becoming the king. So they said, there is nothing more auspicious than this, and we are holding our lives to see that day when Rama becomes king. So then they asked, Lakshmana asked, so when do we make Rama king? Which auspicious day do you feel? They said, they all unanimously said, when Rama will become the king, that moment will become the most auspicious moment in the creation. So they asked when? Says Shubha Shigram. How? Tomorrow morning. Sri Ramachandra ki Jai! So that is how the news spread in the three world. All the citizens of Ayodhya were preparing. And if you read Ramayana, you can imagine what was the opulence in the Vedic time. They were cleaning elephants. Thousands of elephants were brought, and they were cleaning the whole city. See, we all come from a culture, every festival, our house are cleaned. Have you seen that? As a child, I have seen. Nowadays, you have maids and machines and vacuum cleaner and all that. But I have seen any festival, 1 day, 3 days before the festival, my mother used to go below the bed. All dust, minute dust particles. Have you seen that? Is removed and cleaned. So that is our culture. So as soon as it was announced Rama is going to become the king, the whole Ayodhya came together to clean the whole city and make it clean and auspicious. Everything is very scientific. Negative energies, they come and reside in dirty places. That's why whenever there is auspicious festival in the Vedic culture, they would clean the whole house. There is no chance of anything being inauspicious. That is why in our Krishna consciousness movement, Srila Prabhupada taught us cleanliness. You know, isn't it? Getting up early in the morning, taking bath first. You know? All of you who are residing in the temple, associating closely, you're learning that. And you see so much difference. Otherwise, youths study nowadays. They will use the same socks for 3 days. They will use the same jeans for 10 days, you know. Just change the shirts, you know. Horrible it is, you know. Horrible, dirty ignorance it is. But Krishna consciousness teaches us this cleanliness. Yeah. So, whole Ayodhya was being cleaned like this. And Ramayana mentions that thousands of elephants were there. And they were cleaning first, in the first phase, they cleaned the whole Ayodhya with holy water. Then after that, they cleaned the streets of Ayodhya with perfume water. Nowadays, if you go to airport and see perfume rate, to put in your body little also. But the Vedic opulence, they would just pour drums of water. So when Mantra saw all these things, she freaked out. She said, what is this? Why is this? She said that, you don't know? Tomorrow Rama is going to become the king. She went running to Kaikai. And she said that, do you know what is that? And she fell down and started crying. So she said, what happened? Did someone trouble you? He said, no. He said, what? She told him, क्या हुआ? Lakshman ने वापस पिटाई कर दिया क्या? So Radha Govind Maharaj says in his lectures that it appears that Lakshman used to give some treatment to these kind of people even those days. So she said, Lakshman ne pitai kar diya kya? He said, no. She said, what happened? Then what happened? She said, why am I alive to see this day? I should have died. And our acharyas, they explain that women do natak like this in the house. I will not ask you. Have you seen that? If you have seen that, just keep it to yourself. But women do drama in the house like this. Big drama. For opulence, for position, for money, for property, for gold, for house, for bigger house, for car. If you have seen it, keep it with you. So that's how they are. So she asked finally what happened. She said, I should have died before seeing this day. So what happened? She said, you don't know tomorrow, even you don't know about it. Just see, again she started crying. He said, tomorrow Rama is going to become the king. So Kaikai becomes so happy. She removed her pearls necklace with a beautiful ruby diamond and threw it on Mantra with tears in her eyes and happiness. He says, Rama is going to become the king. Wow! Such a great news. This is the news we all are living for. Then Mantra took that pearl necklace and threw it on the floor and fell on the floor and started crying. Crying. She said, why am I living? How am I? Oh, innocent Kaikai, you have grown up in my life, and did a big drama. Then Kaikai said, Arey, what happened? He said, see, why are they making Rama the king when Bharat is not there? Why could not they wait? And what is my problem? So Kaikai chastised, hey, do keep quiet. Even if Bharat is not there, it is the most happiest moment even for Bharat. Bharat's consent is not required to make Rama the king. But she started crying. He said, that's not my concern. She said, then control your tongue before I get it cut into pieces. She said, no, you don't cut my tongue. You get me killed. But I cannot see you as a dasi. Ram will become the king, and Kaushalya will become the main queen, and you will become the servant. I don't mind becoming the servant of Kaushalya, but I cannot see you in that position. So Ramayana explains that bad association, contaminated association, people with bad mind, bad habits, when we take association of them, even if we don't want to get corrupted, we will get corrupted. We will get influenced. We'll get influenced by association. That is why as youths, it is said youth is the future of the nation because they build their character and qualities now. And if they have good character and quality, then the nation will be a good nation. Not characterless knuckleheads. Not like that. While using abusive language, watching pornography, having girlfriends, having illicit sexual relationships, smoking, drinking. This is all what we call mantra, Kali Yuga. They will just destroy our good qualities. That is why Vaishnavas, they have to be very careful about whom they associate, where they live, with whom they be with. So Kaikai got influenced as soon as she heard continuously the word dasi hit her head continuously, and she said, what I can do now? And then we all know how she reminded Kaikai about her 2 boons, and she said, this is the time you should ask boon. And not only that, she even trained her that how you should get that boon. She said, go to the Kupa Bhavan. In the Vedic time, the kings would have different kind of places for different purposes. Someone would die, some distress situation, people will sit in their Kupa Bhavan. So she said, you go and sit in the Kupa Bhavan and remove all your clothes and just wear very old clothes, widow kind of clothes, no jewelry, no decoration, and just lie on the floor. Dasharath will come there and you ask your 2 boons. For the first boon, send Rama to the forest for 14 years. And for second boon, first boon, make Bharat the king. For second one, send Rama for 14 years to the exile. As soon as Kaikai heard, she got scared, but at the same time, she already was influenced by the association. Remember this very important point. Association has a very big role. Sometimes even after becoming devotees, there will be, it is said, Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj says, people in the material world, they sleep in the lap of Maya. Because they are busy in the worldly affairs. He says, but the chelas of Kali, Kali Raj, preachers of Kali Yuga, Maya Devi, they will come sometimes in dhoti, kurta and tilak, and they will tell you, Arey, you see this problem is there in this institution, this problem is there in this temple, this problem is there in this devotee, and they will destroy your spiritual life. One has to be very careful as a sadhaka even from this. You should, as soon as someone tells you like this, you should conclude, the disciple of mantra is next to you. Understand? Disciple of mantra is next to you. Run away from that. This is a beautiful teaching from Ramayana. So then, when Kaikai was influenced, she went there and said, Dashrath went there and he asked what happened. She told, I don't want to tell you anything. He said, no, you tell me what happened. He said, remember you have my 2 boons, I want to ask them. He said, Arey, Kaikeyi, today I am so happy, even if you ask my life, I will give you. And Radha Govind Maharaj says, by mistake also never tell this to a woman. Husband should never tell this to a woman. He said, because that is not in the control of a man. A man should always give this authority to his guru, to the guru's mission, to the Vaishnavas, that today I can even give you my life. Isn't it a good teaching from Ramayana? And then he said, ask me your boons. So she said, I want Bharat to become the king. His helmet shook almost. He could not understand. He said, what are you telling? He said, no, I want Bharat to become tomorrow the king, and I want Rama to go to the forest. He said, what happened to you, Devi? Are you gone crazy? Do you know what we are doing tomorrow? I have just come to tell you that tomorrow we are going to enthrone Rama as the king of all Ayodhya, and all the rishis, all the munis, all the sages, all the ministers, all the citizens are celebrating. Don't tell this. He said, no, I want my boon. Then he preached to her, tried to convince her, but she didn't. And Dashrath, when he repeatedly thought about Rama being sent to forest, he fainted. He fainted. Because Lord Rama is loved so much by everyone. People just, Dashrath could not imagine separation from him. Just by imagining separation from Rama, Dashrath fainted. Then he woke up again. And he fell at the feet of Kaikeyi and begged her repeatedly. Don't do this. If you want, I will make, finally he begged and I can make Bharat the king. Rama will happily accept it. But don't deprive me and the whole Ayodhya from association of Lord Rama, our son Rama. She said, no, until Rama is here, Bharat will never become the king. I know you want Rama so that Bharat becomes a proxy king. Nobody will accept. But Rama has to go. So then Dashrath got angry and shouted at Kaikeyi. Again cried. But she was not ready to bend. See, that is how dangerous association, bad association. You may come to association of devotees, one bad association, one God, wrong preaching can destroy your spiritual journey. Then Lord Rama came. In short of time you have to go down and go down also after that. This incident itself has so much teachings. So then Dashrath was not able to convince Kaikeyi. The convince was bent upon it, her, to boons, not compromising. By then, everyone was waiting for the sun to rise. And finally Dashrath cried to Kaikeyi. And he told her that please try to understand who is Rama. He is our son, but he is a very special personality. He is not a normal human being. He is a great personality. He said that you will deprive the whole Ayodhya from all its auspiciousness, happiness. You will be known in the history for this cause. Please don't do that. I'm telling you tomorrow, the whole Ayodhya has not slept. Not only the humans. Every species of Ayodhya is waiting for this day to see Rama becoming the king. Not the human beings, the birds, the animals, the horses, the elephants, the deers. Everyone is waiting. They all. Rama is not only attractive to the human beings. All the species of Ayodhya, they love him and they are waiting to see Rama becoming the king tomorrow morning. You will become the cause of inauspiciousness and known in the history for this. Don't do that. But it is said that this insecurity and attachment and this bad association can destroy one's life. So we should be very careful. Kaikeyi was determined. Of course, there's a lot of teachings on women's, dealing with women's. That's another big section. It will go another 1.5 hours if I go there. But we'll just go to Lord Rama, teaching from Lord Ramachandra. So then the news went. By that time, Sumanta, no, the minister, he came to call Dasharath Maharaj that we have to come early morning before the sunrise. We have to do all the arrangements. So he saw Dasharath Maharaj in such a painful situation. He asked what happened. She said, please don't ask him, call Rama. So Sumanta went and called for Rama. And Lord Ramachandra and Mother Sita were sitting together, and Mother Sita was telling that so today onwards Prince Rama will become the king of Ayodhya. So Lord Ramachandra had a very beautiful discussion with Mother Sita that though I may become the king, but I will always be your husband and be what I am for you. It's a beautiful, I'm not getting into so much as that, I'm not getting into beautiful discussion is there between Lord Rama and Mother. Rituals to be performed for the Rajya Abhishek, so I have to go. And he goes there and he goes to the Kupa Bhavan, and he goes there and sees his mother and father. They look very distressed. So Lord Ramachandra becomes very disturbed by seeing this, and he asks his father, my dear king, the great king Dashrath, what happened to you? Even the demigods come to take shelter of you, take your support to fight. Oh great king, what happened to you, my dear father? Why are you in this situation? Why are you in so much of distress? So Dashrath could not speak anything. He just says, he looks at Rama and he says, Rama, Rama, and he cries and hugs Rama. And then Kaikeyi says, your father is in a great distress. So he said, my mother, what is it that has caused distress to my father, the great king Dashrath? He said, Rama, I can tell you at one condition. He is failing to fulfill his duty, and because of that dependence, he is in this situation. When Rama heard this, he was so much in pain. He said that, my mother, what is it? He said, Rama, I'll tell you at one condition, that you will support your father and fulfill the boons of your father. You can do it. So it is said Ramachandra has tears in his eyes. And he tells with the tears in his eyes, he said, my mother, because it is written in the Ramayana that because Devi Kaikeyi was very dear and the youngest queen, she was very dear to Dashrath. And that is why Lord Rama, Radha Govind Maharaj says, he used to call Kaikeyi as mother and Kaushalya as Badima. And Kaikeyi also loved Lord Rama that much. He loved her so much. So he, with tears in his eyes, he saw that my heart is breaking to know that you doubt me. I don't think so I should be living to see this day that my mother, you doubt me. So Kaikeyi becomes more... See, when the selfless person manifests his selflessness, a selfish person is shaken. That is the strength of selflessness. That is the beauty of Vedic culture. That is what it teaches us. So then, when she told shamelessly that these two boons I gave, your father gave me, I took these two boons. Ramchandra looks at Mother Kaikeyi. He said, on the first boon I told him that I want Bharat to become the king. And for the second boon I want you, Rama, to go to the forest for the 14 years. So Lord Ramchandra had a very beautiful smile on his face. And he said, you asked for only two boons, that's it? Only these two things? Beautiful smile. Only these two. And my mother, Bharat, is the most qualified. And Shatrughan and Lakshman and all the citizens, including me, will be happy to be ruled under him. And Bharat is the most qualified amongst all the three. And he told her, Devi, Mate, if this is what you desired, why you did not tell me before? Why did you wait for this moment to come? Look at my father, the great king, Dashrath. I cannot see him like this. had you told me, I would have left Ayodhya to the forest for lifetime without informing anyone. Kaikeyi was shaken. The detachment of Rama. Here is a very, very beautiful. If you see this deity of Lord Ramachandra, it reminds of the smile that Lord Rama had when he heard Kaikeyi's 2 boons, smiling, big eyes. That is what the Lord is. That is what a devotee becomes by teaching, by following the teachings of Lord Rama. What is Lord Rama teaching? No fear and total detachment. If someone tells you, in the material world today you go and see in the 4 brothers, 3 brothers, just tell that your grandfather has left 5 houses, we are giving 4 houses to the younger brother and 1 to you, and see what will happen. In today's world, people will go mad. They will curse their mother, kill their father. Isn't it true? Today's world. Why? Because teachings of Ramayana is not being taught. It's been discarded. One who follows the teachings of Ramayana, he learns this. No impact. Because the goal of human form of life is to perfect in spirituality and go back home, back to Godhead. Not to increase your journey in the suffering material world. So Rama is teaching that. He's smiling and saying that only this too. And then he tells, he said, I think the Lord is very merciful upon me. You know why? Why? He says, when I went with the great Rishi, Vishwamitra, I went for a mission and came back. But at that time, I associate with so many rishis and sages in the forest. And as a prince, I knew I'll become the king. But that experience had such a strong impression in my heart, and I always prayed that will I be able to get an opportunity to associate with the rishis and the sages living in the forest. And today the Lord is kind on me. He has fulfilled my desire. Shri Ramachandra ki Jai! So this is the way, in this beautiful pastime, we can learn so many things. And then, of course, Dasharath tells, don't fall to the words of your mother. I am bound to my boon. Ram, you become the king at the strength of your sword. He said, no, I will not. And don't marry my father. He tells his father 14 years is like 14 days and I'll come back. And then Dasharatha Maharaj has tears in his eyes and embraces Rama and faints there. Oh Rama, you're so detached, you're so innocent, you're so kind. And the world needs this kindness, don't go. Ayodhya needs this kindness, don't go. Lord Rama goes to Mother Sita. Just like, a husband tells the wife, keep my breakfast ready, I have to go to the office. Lord Rama tells Mother Sita. So my father had given 2 boon to my mother and she asked me for these 2 boons, and for the first boon, Bharat will become the king. So Mother Sita also is Sita. She also said, smiles, though few minutes before they were discussing that Ram will become. But when she hears the second boon, she almost faints. It's a beautiful discussion. I'll very shortly tell that also. She tells that, so I'm going for 14 years, I'll come back. Mother Sita continuously has tears flowing from her eyes. He said, my dear Nath, so easily you told this and you're telling me to live here. He said, no, I have to fulfill my father's words. He said, yes, my father also told me, you're getting married to Rama, the Supreme Personality of Lordhead. It's a great boon and a great fortune to become. Even to come near his shadow is a fortune. And you are becoming his wife. So wife is a Ardhangini. From this day, you are the half of Rama. All his pains are half yours. All his pleasures are half yours. But You should desire to only assist for his pain and always look that the pleasures, he is the king that is meant for his citizens. If he gives you, then fine. But you be assist that. So I have to come with you 14 years. Then Lord Ramchandra preaches. It's a beautiful section in Ramayana how Ramchandra preaches to Mother Sita, explaining elaborately the beauty of the background of Janakpur, where she comes from. She has not even put her feet on the earth where there are thrones and rocks, harsh weather. And Ayodhya has all the facility, you live here. And I will go and come back. Beautiful discussion. But in conclusion, Mother Sita says, yes, I can stay here at one condition, provided you allow me to leave this world as soon as you leave Ayodhya. The Lord Ramachandra in his heart is very happy. At the time Bharat comes, Lakshman comes. He said, what? The big discussion is there, description is there. He says, what? There's a temple of Bharat Maharaj here. So we'll talk a little bit about him and then we'll... Breakfast has come? Yeah, I'll just end with this. So beautiful. Last time, Lakshman, he stayed here. He said he didn't sleep 14 years. He served Lord Rama. This is the symbol of his service. Lord Rama used to sit here and he used to serve, massage him. Every day he used to massage Lord Rama. So Lakshman, when he heard this, he came there. What happened? Where are you going? You are not going anywhere. It is already announced that you are going to become the king. And you will become the king. Nobody is going to stop you becoming the king. If the ministers and the citizens and the soldiers of Ayodhya will come, they will have to face Lakshman first. Forget about the ministers. Today, even if Dashrath comes, he will has to face Lakshman. Your Lakshman will chop off everyone's head, including Dashrath, if he comes in the path of you becoming. The Lord Ramachandra chastises. He chastises. He tells that in our lineage, Raghukul, in our whole lineage, never such a thing has happened. For material position, a father or a son acting like this. If you want to become the king, I can tell. Of course, this pastime comes a little later, but he says, chastises him. Then Lakshman cries and kneels down and tells, please take me with you. I cannot live without you. On the path, I will serve you as a servant. You are a king. For me, wherever you are, that is Ayodhya. And service to you is my existence. Please take me. If you leave me here, I will end up doing what I told you just now. So better you take. He said, no, I cannot take you. Mother Sita smiles and she knows that Ram will take him. Then she tells that Lord Ramchandra, he teaches one more thing, how following the authority. He says that your mother has authority on you. Sumitra. Right? You go and talk to Devi Sumitra and take her permission. Radha Govind Maharaj narrates this very beautiful in his Ramayana. He says that when Lakshman goes to Sumitra and tells her that, and he, like a small child, he cries and tells her, this happened, that happened, then this happened, then that happened. Kaikeyi asked the boon and Rama has to go to the forest. Devi Sita is also going and he has told me that I need your permission to go with him. Please give me this permission that I can go with my master and remain his servant. So Sumitra has tears in her eyes and she tells that, today I consider that my body has become auspicious because you are born of me. I consider my womb has become auspicious because you are born of me. My dear son, I am so proud of you. Please, don't worry about anything in Ayodhya. Don't worry about anything Ayodhya. Your birth is only to be servant and service to Lord Rama. Go and serve your master. Go and serve your master. Radhagovind Maharaj tells in his lecture, very nicely he tells, after concluding this pastime, he says, Devi Sumitra is showing what every mother should desire. And Maharaj puts it like this, हर माँ की यही इच्छा होनी चाहिए, मेरा बेटा राम का भक्त बने और कुछ भी नहीं बने, केवल राम का. So Ramayana is missing now. None of the mother and father are educated with Ramayana. We are all becoming Kalika Chelas now, unfortunately. Maya Chelas. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Acharyas, we are getting these teachings again. And then, short of time actually, sometime maybe later I'll speak about Bharat. So this is this beautiful place where Lord Rama came and performed his pastimes, and our life's goal should be always follow in the footsteps wherever the Lord went, sit there, hear about him, and live up the life of the teachings from this. Shri Ramchandra Bhagwan ki, Shri Dev Prayag Dham ki, सारे साधु जो यहाँ पर रह करके सेवा कर रहे हैं, तपस्या कर रहे हैं, उनकी जय, ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे.